Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into love and hip hop. I know I'm late. Let's go. So now Mama D has told everything about Selma. 24 is very upset. Scrappy and Lil Zane has walked him out. And she's standing up here talking to the girls, talking about, that's what Sierra told me. Sierra said that Selma had been sleeping with her husband's brother for all this time. So then they like, well, let's call Sierra and let's see what she has to say. So Scrap and Lil Zane has taken him outside. He said, we outside where the men gonna talk. This is not with the women. And he like, you gonna have to talk to me about this later. Basically, he said, I know how I get and I need to calm down. But then Scrap in the confessional talking about, this my mama. And when she got something to drop, she gonna drop it. That is not an excuse, sir. Your mama needs to stop. So then Carly Red gets on the phone and she's like, did you say that? And Sierra's like, Mama D said, look, don't be scary. Say what you said. Then Mama D was like, B, you told me in the palace when we was cooking. Then Mama D said her hip hurt, so she got to go back to the room. And then Carly Red and Spice get together. Sierra's like, so now y'all together. She was like, yeah. So let's get the brother-in-law on the phone. So now we back here with 24, right? And Scrap was like, I've been where you at. I know what you're going through. He was like, have you been married for 10 years? Have you been rocking with your one for 10 years? He said, that's what I've been doing. Now, the problem is with Lil Zane is he didn't get to tell the tea. Mama D came and spilled the tea. So that's why Lil Zane upset, because he like, why would Mama D go and do that? I wanted to tell my boy. It don't matter how you tell him. He was still going to have the same reaction. Lil Zane just mad because he didn't get to tell it. So Carly and Spice, they got on the live FaceTime with the brother-in-law, right? And they asking him, did he bang bang Selma? He nodded yes. They're like, oh. Then it was like, well, how recent was it? Was it yesterday? Was it today? Was it last week? And he said, of course. Now, I don't know how that editing goes, but honey, they all over it. Then Carly gets off the line because it's a lot going on right now. So Selma's coming out of the restaurant. I guess they about to get ready to go to Erica's bachelorette party, right? They get on the bus. Carly calls her and says, you need to get back over here because 24 is not okay. Not telling her what's going on. Talking about his blood pressure is low. So she's like, I gotta go because forget this party. I'm in wifey mode. I gotta go check on my husband. Child, she don't even know what's going on. So now they really do need to leave 24 alone because he has explained to them, let me cool off and then we can talk. But Scrap talking about we gotta do this now. I guess they gotta get this scene. And then he was like, man, if you came and told me something about my girl, I'd be like, my dude told me that. 24 said, but my dude didn't tell me that. Meaning, your mama came and dropped his tea. So then Lil Zane is sitting here talking about, yeah, I wanted to tell you, but did you see it? 24 was like, did you see it? I saw text messages. Then he done called Lil Zane lame, and he said lame twice, so I'm thinking he called Scrappy lame. And then he was like, so you seen it and you didn't tell me? Not supposed to say seen, so you saw it and you didn't tell me. And then he was like, I was trying to pull you to the side because it's your anniversary. That is crazy. And Lil Zane is still mad because Mama D dropped his tea. So while they sitting here trying to break the news to 24, because 24 was like, well, you didn't tell me. You want me to tell you? I saw Texas, right? And then Scrap talking to 24, and then he puts his hand on Zane, like, chill out, let me finish. Then Lil Zane said, don't put your hand on me. Now they scuffling. 24 sitting over here looking at all of them crazy like, what y'all mad about? Y'all have ruined my anniversary. Child, 24 said he don't know nothing about Lil Zane. Like, he knows that Lil Zane cheats on his wife. Now, he did say that. He said, I know that. He said, but dude, coming from you, like, I would never play you like you playing me. So Scrap was like, I'm going to be here with you. I'm not going to leave you like you didn't leave me. Then he went on to say that they disrespected my wife. You gonna have to come with more than that. She been with me in good times and bad times, and this is not cool at all. Like, he's not trying to hear anything. And he said that coming from Sierra and them lips, he would expect something like that. Child, so Selma in the car calling 24. He's not answering the phone, and she's like, what is really going on? So then Sierra, out of nowhere, FaceTimes Erica. Like, is Selma with you? What's really going on? She was like, yeah, like, we going to party or whatever. So then they get off the phone, and Erica, in her confessional, is like, I remember somebody said that somebody was cheating on somebody, and I hope this is not it. Then she shows up to the room, and now we about to get into it. So Selma comes in the room, and she's like, babe, what's going on? He was like, nothing. Like, nothing's going on. He looking at her kind of crazy. And then Scrub talking about something, it's really bad. And then in the confessional talking about he really don't want to be here. You need to leave. This man done told y'all that he don't want to talk to y'all. And he was like, I really don't want to talk to anybody right now but Selma. Like, I don't need to talk to anybody but my wife. So now they are on the bus, getting ready to go to the strip club. And I'm trying to figure out why is Jock in the back seat. But I realized they're in a different country, so it's good that he came along, right? So Carly, they talking about what's really happening. So, of course, Carly is the one who delivers the news that Mama D told everybody that Selma was sleeping with, what's his name? Chauncey or whatever, Zay's brother. And Jock was like, what? He was like, I didn't even know Zay had a brother. So Sierra's having a kickback, and Bam is there, and Bam is talking about her conversation with Mama D. Mama D did tell her she was going to Puerto Rico, but she was like, I don't want you to go over there doing too much because me and Scrap in a good place because all we need to talk about is these kids, right? And Sierra's very happy that everybody's there who supports her. And hold on. Sierra, for the first time this season, is not speaking slurred. She doesn't look like she doesn't know where she is. She says she is healthy. She's off the red wine, and I am so happy. But child, they about to get into it. So then she said she was talking to Mama D, and they got to talk about Selma, and then she was like, she was talking to Zay's brother, and he showed her a picture who he was going to be double dating with. It was Selma. Then everybody's like, is she married? She was like, yeah. And now Mama D has gone over to Puerto Rico and told all the business. And they're like, was he there? Child, Sierra said he almost had a heart attack. Then Sierra said the night that Mama D outed her, Selma had Snapchatted her brother-in-law, Sierra's brother-in-law, and asked him, if my husband leaves me, are you going to take care of me? Now, do they have the proof about that? Because that is wild. Because Selma sat on the bed talking about, I'll take this camera off, and they won't get nothing. What's up with you, baby? Like, what's going on? We're celebrating our anniversary. Not Zay asking Kirk anything, right? But then Sierra said she probably cheated because he is rotund with a small private. Rashida and Kirk over here in the boudoir rekindling their marriage. They got whips and chains, and he talking about when you come back. They got pictures going on. When you come back, she gonna be on the pole. So like Sierra said, no matter how left they go, they always come back together. Okay. So Zane done pulled the only person who is really, the only man who is really talking to him, young Jock, and he's trying to explain to him, like, he don't know what the temperature is between him and Scrap. And he was like, I was just trying to pull 24 hours aside. It's supposed to be me, him, and Scrap, but then all these other people come up, Mama D and all these women, and then Mama D blurts out that Selma is cheating on him. I was trying to do it respectfully. That's crazy. And then Jock was like, why is everybody so quick to report on other people's marriages? And that's real. So Mama D called Brittany over here to her room to say, basically, I'm 61 years old. I can say what it is I want to say. Everybody upset with me, but at this point in my life, if everybody ain't going to let the cat out of the bag and the people letting the cat out that don't need to be letting the cat out, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Then Mama D is telling Brittany how Sierra had told her about what was going on with Selma and Sierra's brother-in-law, and she was like, now Sierra acting like she didn't say it. She was like, you said it, I said you said it, and that's what it is. Mama D don't care. Like, they gotta understand that this is what she does. So they all minus Scrappy at the little rum spot, right? So they trying to figure out what happened last night. Mama D talking about Sierra told her this, then the third. Mendeecees said, when I was doing crimes, I wouldn't be doing anything with these people because they talk too much, right? And he was like, if you was in the mob, this would have been a wrap. Carla said she talked to Selma, and Selma said that old boy is lying. And she also told her that he said on FaceTime that it happened. She said he was lying. Jock is like, I'm a man, and I'm not about to sit here and tell you nothing going on, and you shouldn't be telling my business. And then Lil Zane talking about she shouldn't be cheating. Child. And Ashley still stirring the pot.